Hey guys, welcome to my channel F1 Sports Cards. My name's Glenn and today we're going to be going old school and talking about Turbo Attax 2020. Let's get it. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that's been smashing up the like button, and to all the new subscribers, welcome to my channel. You can also follow me over on Instagram, TikTok and Twitter, all with the name F1 Sports Cards, and you can join the Facebook group with the same name as well, which has over 4,000 members now. So if I can't answer your questions, I'm sure one of the guys will. You can also take part in any Whatnot breaks that I do that you may see on the live streams that we do here sometimes. Over on the Whatnot app, the link is in the description down below. You'll get some free money when you sign up to the platform using my link, so feel free to use that whenever you're ready. You can also go onto my website, f1sportcards.com. Okay, so that's enough of the intro mumbo jumbo. So, Turbo Attax 2020. When these came out, the only way that I was able to purchase one of these, obviously at the time I didn't have any accounts with Topps, I didn't know anyone in the hobby, I literally didn't even know sport cards existed in the UK, really, until I saw these. And the only way I could get them was by buying a box off the supermarket. And now I've had this in the background of my videos for the last 4 years. Somewhere, if you watch any of my videos, somewhere, shape or form, this has probably been in the background somewhere. But as you can see, the box is a bit battered and bruised. Now, I've bought a protector box, acrylic box, and it hasn't looked too bad because I've always had it in one of these, an acrylic box. So, you know, it looks not too bad. But as you saw there, the box is battered and bruised. And I've always wanted, something that I've always wanted was like a mint condition box. Now, I've seen a couple of people list these on eBay, but I've never trusted whether or not they are, just because they just post a picture of the sort of like almost the CGI image directly from the Topps website, so I never actually know, is it going to be a mint condition box? So what I've done is I've gone a bit over the top and I've purchased 2 sealed cases of Topps Turbo Attax 2020. So fingers crossed, these should be as pack fresh as you could possibly get them. I'm going to open them on camera now. And I believe these are from the Italy side of things. So potentially these boxes may contain the Kimi Räikkönen limited edition, which was only available in Europe. It wasn't available in the UK. So they had an extra card. And here we go. Look at that. Oh. Mint condition Turbo Attax from 2020. Ah. Oh. Beautiful, look at that. Now that is proper. Got the F1 official logo there, says €1. So this is an English box of Turbo Attax 2020 and this is a Spanish one. Now you may think, well, the Spanish ones are cheaper than the English ones. Usually that's how these work. But actually, I'll tell you guys a little bit of background. The English version of Turbo Attax 2020 had obviously all the limited editions or whatever in them, but the Spanish one had an extra limited edition, which was a Kimi Räikkönen limited edition. We're going to open up some packs and see if we can hit one. But in these boxes, you have the chance of hitting the Kimi Räikkönen limited edition. Now, the actual cards themselves, if I remember rightly, there isn't anything different in terms of the cards. So let's have a little quick check. So finally, some pack fresh packs as well. So I may submit these off to get graded, just to have some graded Turbo Attax. I think that would be pretty sweet. Let's have a little look at these cards. So look at this. Nice cuts, nice corners. So we've got soft tire strategy, Topps 122, Pierre Gasly Speedster. So yeah, everything on the cards themselves are in English. There's a Vettel gold card. The gold card seem quite popular at the moment, and a Vettel holographic as well. So these are all in English. So really, it's only the packaging on the box that is in Spanish. And that's what made them quite sought after, because the Spanish ones, like I say, contain that limited edition of, or a chance of hitting the Kimi Räikkönen. Now, back in the day, for me to complete the binder that I wanted, where I wanted 4 of each image across, I only managed to pull 1 or 2 of those Kimi Räikkönens myself. I had to buy the other 2. And at the time, there's the Kimi Räikkönen Gold. That's not the limited edition, but we're going to keep going. So I've seen these advertised on eBay for about, I don't know, 120 quid a box, roughly. Maybe someone in the comments will correct me if I'm wrong, but that's over time. There's loads of people that have the boxes like this, but if you want them pack like ace fresh, I've seen them over time advertised, and I've noticed there's been a big uptick in the people that are buying TurboTax 2020, 1 from my website and 2 from my Whatnot page. Not only obviously people are buying sealed packs, but the people that are purchasing the Max Verstappen Gold card. Don't know why, and a couple of people in the group chat must have picked up on it as well, because the price of them have sort of risen on eBay, and people have started questioning, hang on a minute, why is this going up in value? But I think people were just going back to the original set, which I've always said is TurboTax 2020, and people were purchasing basically this card, but the Max Verstappen version seems very, very popular. I think just fans like it. I think it's a fan favorite. It's not particularly rare, although saying that, we may open up this whole box and not actually hit one. It's not particularly rare, but I think it's just becoming a fan favorite image. I think fans are looking back and saying, yeah, I want that in a nice condition. Obviously, you guys know I look after all of my cards, no matter how old they are. So people coming to my website, and I've had one guy that's bought 20 of them at a time, then another person bought 10 at a time, then somebody bought another 10, but I had to refund them because I didn't actually have enough in the end. I was like, I'm really sorry, I don't know what's happened, but yeah, we've sold out of the gold Max Verstappen card. So that made me think, hang on a minute, a lot of people were chasing these packs. The sealed packs are all battered and bruised. So I thought, and I sort of got in contact with this gentleman from Spain on Instagram, and I said to him, what F1 have you got? And he said, yeah, I've got TurboTax 2020. And as soon as he said that, I was like, how much for them? I need to have them. So we've done a deal, and we've got 2 cases of them. Now, in the case, you get 8 boxes. So that means in total, I've got 16 boxes here that are sort of pack fresh, if you like, case fresh, whatever you want to word it. I think they're going to be a nice keepsake, a nice, like souvenir to have in the background, a bit like what I've done with the acrylic case. Just have a mint pack, sort of case fresh box. I say there isn't really anything apart from the limited editions. You don't get one in every box, or I haven't in the English versions anyway. And we're seeing that true so far. I haven't hit one yet. You don't get one in every box, but the limited editions are the rarest thing, and the odds of hitting a gold limited edition of any of the drivers is quite low. So that's the rarest hits. So you're looking for limited editions and the gold face cards, which obviously we've just seen a load of them already. Fingers crossed we can hit a Max Verstappen one before we finish this box off, would be nice. Or that Kimi Räikkönen limited edition. They're only available in the European versions. So if somebody tries to sell you a box with English text like this on it for 110 quid, saying, oh yeah, you got a chance of hitting a Kimi Räikkönen, they're chatting rubbish. You can only get it in the European releases of TurboTax. They weren't available in the UK versions. So fingers crossed I can hit one here. That'd be really nice. Doesn't look good so far, though. We're almost at the end. In a box, these are quite hefty boxes, really. You get 36 packs in one box. It's quite a lot, I think. Get about 10 or 11. Well, it says here you get 6 cards per pack. What's that? It's about 66 cards. No, it's 300 and... Oh my, that 377 cards. So you get quite a lot of cards. Bearing in mind the set, to complete the whole set, I think it's about 300, 250, 300. So really, from opening one box, you should, in theory, complete almost a complete set. But what you will be missing is any of the limited editions. We got Lewis Hamilton Gold. Boom. Next one. We're looking for that in the max. Max, super max. If you like me going back over some of the original old sets of Topps F1 products, make sure you smash up the like button. Comment down below if you do or don't like me talking about this. I've got Sapphire coming up. I've got a whole case of Sapphire to open up for you guys. Hey, Max Verstappen Gold with the Dutch flag in the corner. Nice one. What's nice about these is they're pretty, I don't know, like look how well. Usually I'm used to seeing all whitening around the edges and dinks and dents and chips and everything, but these look, it might be worth sending these off for grading, you know, because these look tidy. They're the tidiest TurboTax I've ever seen. I have seen a couple of other sellers selling whole cases on eBay, but I think they want like 1,500, 1,700 per case, which works out, I don't know, what does that work out? That works out like, you get 8 boxes in there, it works out about £200 a box. Ay. But I'm sure there's only a couple of these cases left. They can't... Hey, we got a limited edition gold Lewis Hamilton. So these are the rarest hits. The rarest hit is the Kimi Raikkonen version of this card. Obviously, then you've got Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, Daniel Ricciardo. And then you can also get these in silver and bronze. So limited edition gold is the best one you can hit. We've already hit Lewis and Max's gold image. I have to say though, the loose packs that I've got, when I opened a load of packs to fulfill those orders that customers asked for, you know, the 10 or 20 images of Max, I must have opened a few hundred packs to hit sort of 20. So as you just saw there, we've just opened up 36 packs. We got one of those limited editions and one of those Maxes, and I don't think they're guaranteed either. So you could open up a whole box and hit no gold of Max. So the fact that we hit one there, happy days. But what do you guys think of this set? I still think it's the original set. I don't know why it doesn't get as more credit than it gets at the moment. I know that Americans are not huge into collecting TurboTax, but to me, they're the first images Topps ever done, and obviously to have boxes of them completely mint condition, I think is a plus. I will have these available on my website on F1 Sports Cards. I'm going to list them probably today. I'm not going to list all of them. Obviously, I bought 16 in total. Now I've just opened one. I got 15. I would like to keep a couple back, and I'd like to keep one on display. So that means I'm probably going to have 10 maybe available on my website. So if you are interested in getting a sealed box, head on over to obviously f1sportscards.com. I am going to be listing these probably for about $150 a box. Obviously you get 36 packs in there, but like I say, that in comparison to other sellers, I would rather pay $150 and have one like this than like this, personally. This one's a bit bad. So I don't know, there you go. I'll let you guys decide. If not, I'll happily sit and keep them. That's it from me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that. It sounded a bit different, wasn't it? Like I say, I'm going to be heading over to the Tops exclusive event this Friday at Silverstone. So if any of you are going to be there, make sure you obviously come over and say hello to me. I'd love to meet any of you. And I'll also be heading to CardCon this April. I'm going to be heading to CardCon in a couple of weeks' time, April the 20th to 21st. There's tickets left. They're doing it Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be there for day 1, day 2. I think Friday's just for setting up. There will be a link in the description down below if you want to purchase tickets for this event, where I'll be heading there and you can meet up with me and we'll open up some F1 cards together at some way, shape or form. So make sure you purchase cards for that and head on over to CardCon. It's in Farnborough. Yeah, make sure you join me for that. That's it from me, guys. Hope you've enjoyed that. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.